1948 Plymouth Special Deluxe Sedan here at Unique Specialty and Classics. Good looking car, and cool thing about this car, it actually has a documented ownership trail on it. So there's paperwork that shows where this was sold at, new in Sioux Falls, and the gentleman, that's where he was from. And then it kind of made its way through North Dakota into Wisconsin. The folks that had it in Wisconsin, very mechanically inclined gentleman owned it there. Actually, it owned his own transmission shops through the Midwest here, and he went through a bunch of stuff on the car, and it ended up in its current owner's hands that have it on consignment with us. And it's an original mile car, so it has documented ownership with the documented miles along with that. 51,142 on the odometer at the moment. And I'll go into some of the things that were done approximately 5,000 miles ago. First of all, though, let's take a look at the chrome and the bright work up here. 218 cubic inch inline 6-cylinder underneath the hood. That's paired up with a manual transmission. It's going to be a 3-speed shifter on the column, of course. So you can see the bright work on that grille, headlight, bezels, down on the chrome. Looking pretty good. You do have some bumps, maybe a little bruise or two on that bumper guard. I guess that's what it's there for, right? Fog lights or driving lights up front, those are working. Kind of a flat gray, or I guess battleship gray. Perfect color on this car. Just that vintage. And I tell you what, by looking at it, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot, if not all of this paint is original. All right, still pictures. I want you to look at the underside, interior, engine bay. All those still pics can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. Click on the link down below the video in the description. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you can call us, 507-386-1726 if you have any questions. Now, wide white wall bias ply tires, the Plymouth wheel covers, also polished, looking good. So when you look at those still pics, look at the underside, the frame and body on this thing, very solid. You can see that there are a few touch-ups along the bottom of both doors, both sides, but you can see it's not rotting all the way. There hasn't been a bunch of body work done to this thing. And I'm going to get into the mechanicals in a little bit. I love the windshield visor. Interior also in great shape. We'll get around to the driver's side, check that out a little bit closer. We're going to start it up. Let's hear it run. Take a peek underneath the hood. Stick around to the very end. Jason will take this for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. You can see that rear seating area. Great shape. Headliner appears that it is original, also in nice shape. Listen to that door close. Look at how nice those gaps are too. How even, how nice everything fits. Be a fun one for your local roll-ins, cruise-ins, local shows. Won't be surprised this one takes you home some trophies. All right, let's take a look at the chrome and the rear bumper. Taillight bezels. That third light. All right, so I mentioned it has the 218 cubic inch straight 6 underneath hood. Now, approximately 5,000 miles ago, when it was with the gentleman in Wisconsin, he went through the drivetrain and powertrain on this completely. Anything he could replace OEM, he did. Anything that he could keep stock, he did. And there's a whole list of that, what he did. So you can check with your sales associate if you're inquiring on this car, call in and ask him about it. He's got a nice little flyer about what he did. Drivetrain, powertrain, also suspension components, seals as far as doors, the trunk, weather stripping. Tires were done at that time too. Tires are up there in age, although they're in good shape. Got about 5,000 miles on them. So a bunch of stuff gone through on this car. Again, get in it, turn the key, go have some fun, local roll-ins, cruise-ins, shows. This one would be a blast. Still retains a 6-volt system. There is a repair and maintenance manual that will be included with it. The only thing the technician noted, that looked at this in our service department was the fact that those tires, as far as age-wise, are getting up there, but they're in great shape. I wouldn't be afraid to drive them on there. And the brake shoes will need some attention in the future. And once again, up and down this driver's side, you can see there's a few of those touch-up spots like we mentioned on the other side, bottoms of the doors, but overall, solid, not a bunch of rust, pitting, corrosion, anything like that. Let's check out this interior. Show you a couple cool features in here. So, door panel, not bad. A little bit of staining. That looks like that's probably the original door panel. Rubber flooring, great. Again, seating surface is nice shape. This I thought was pretty cool. Now I'm gonna have to turn the key on. All right. You don't think of this in a 1948, but if you see the gas fill back there, it's actually a clicker. There it went. It'll pop open. There's a little switch, a little button right here underneath the dash. Also, driving lights or fog lamps, that switch lights up. That means they're on. So those are working. Does have the turn signal indicators on the column. So key is on right down here. We have a choke. I'm going to give it just a tad bit. And then we have a push button start up over here. And it fires up and it is smooth running. And like I said, if you want to know what was done to the engine, the gentleman that did it has the notes. It's written up. Check with your sales consultant when you call in. There's the actual miles, 51,142. You can see oil pressure is up, amp meter. Temp gauge is up a tad. I did have it running earlier because I wanted to check the heaters. This actually has dual heaters on it. Comes out down on that side and also down here. Those heaters work. There's the heater fan, your temp control here. You may be able to hear that running. It pushes the air out right by the doors. Chrome looking great on that dash, just a good looking dash period. Steering wheel looks great. This would be a fun car. It's coming around to the back, so you can hear it run. Close up that gas cap. Something about that I just think is so cool because it's on a 1948. Sounding good. This would have the hood release inside the car. There it is. So again, 6-volt system, battery disconnect. Look how clean that engine bay is. Radiator was cleaned out and baked. That is the original radiator, but that was gone through approximately 5,000 miles ago. Look at those big horns underneath there, aren't you? They do their job. One other thing I wanted to check out here, and I figured it was going to work, the light on the hood ornament. As you can see, that is also working. Now it's off. Cool car. It's a nice one, especially if you just want one you can get in and drive, enjoy yourself, get into the classic car hobby without breaking the bank. Here it is, 1948 Plymouth Special Deluxe Sedan. Original mile car, just a little over 51,000. Call us, 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Check out all those still pics. And yes, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation. and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract, consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. Look at how smooth that thing's still running. Stick around a little longer. Jason's going to take it for a drive. He'll take you for a virtual ride, if you will.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt,
gas it.
Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're driving a 1948 Plymouth. This is a nice looking four-door vehicle. The late 40s, look at that dash. It's amazing. The 40s and the 50s in their dash designs. This is a vertical radio. Very cool. Four-door with suicide doors in the rear. Our turn signal indicator is working, and what is great about that, it's an aftermarket from back in the era, but the end of the stock itself blinks. So it's a nice little indicator. You didn't even have to add a light in the dash or anything. Okay, so the cars are spaced perfectly that I can't go. Let's talk a little bit more. The temperature gauge is about 155. Still warming up. The fuel gauge reads a little less than half. The amps are charging over halfway on the gauge. That's on the left here. Oil pressure is 40 while we sit in idle. Now we'll wait for the sheriff and then we can go. It does say Special Deluxe on the dash here, right in the center. Definitely a special vehicle. So much cool factor. With the visor above the windshield as well. Another styling cue that's great to see. 3 on the tree manual transmission. Working well, the clutch feels good. I just pulled the choke out a little bit. Turn the key and then push the start button, which is on the left. Give a little bit of gas and she was ready to go. Nice smooth ride. Horn works great. The blower motor also works. Those are controls right down below the dash. They do look original. Plenty of seating in the back. Bring the whole family on a cruise. Sort of a simulated wood grain here, painted on metal. That looks original. Headliner also looking pretty good. This car was well taken care of. We'll test the brakes out and get through the traffic circle. Seats looking good too. Appear to be original style cloth on the bench seat. Go down to second gear. As you can see, it is winter outside, but we do wash our vehicles well so we can do these driving videos for you. Corners well, luxuriously. Check out all the pictures of this 1948 Plymouth at uniqueclassiccars.com.